Guys, the Kings, they did it. They beat the Golden State Warriors in the first game, winner-go-home game of the play-in tournament. This is obviously the biggest win this year for the Kings, because as we all know, last season the Kings lost in Game 7 against the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs, and this just feels so good to get the Warriors out of the playoffs. And I made this real quick. I just made this video, I think about a month ago. Yeah, it's almost a month ago now. It's called "The Warriors Dynasty is Over," and I'm just gonna say, I was right. The Warriors dynasty, I think, is officially over. Klay Thompson, of course, we all know, going 0 for 10 in this game, and Curry just not happy with the results, and I think it's kind of like a sense of that this might be the last game with this core together. But anyways, I think the Kings did a fantastic job this game. They came right out aggressive. I was kind of nervous because this last week of games before the play-in tournament they had is that they were kind of like sloppy and like doesn't look like they really cared, which was concerning because we didn't want that to carry on into the playoffs and the play-in. But Keegan Murray did a great job. He scored 32 points and 9 rebounds. Let me go into his advanced stats. And yes, he got 8 threes this game, 8 for 13, great efficiency, 10 for 20, 50% from the field, that's great efficiency. He got 2 steals. Harrison Barnes, I think he had a great game too, 17 points. Sabonis, of course, had his double-double. Keon had a great game, 15, 5, and 4. He did a great job on the task of guarding Curry, which not a lot of people can do other than Matthew Dellavedova. He certainly can do that. And I think Keon Ellis is now in that list of Curry Crushers because he just did an absolute fantastic job of keeping Curry under his average. And Curry only ended up scoring 22 points, which I think is amazing for the Kings. And De'Aaron, of course, he had 24, 6, and 4, and he had that steal from Curry and that nice jam. I think it was in the third quarter, which kind of shifted the momentum completely towards the Kings. And I think it was just a fantastic game overall for the Kings. They shot 44% from 3, 47% from 3, 93% from the free throws. I think just like the Kings' offense was perfect tonight, which was great. And I didn't say the final score, but it was 94 to 118. I think this is just like a fantastic win for the game, a fantastic win for the Kings, and I think the Kings really needed this. Okay, tomorrow, or today, depending on when I upload this, the Kings face the Pelicans, which is going to be tough because we are 0-5 against the Pelicans this season. But what is going to help is that they do not have Zion Williamson, which is of course there's his best player. He is their best player. Last time we played them, he scored 31, 6, and 4, and just we couldn't attack him offensively because he's just such a freaking unit. Zion ended up averaging 22 this season on great efficiency, on decent from 3, and this most recent game against the Lakers, he dropped 40, which is, you don't want someone coming in and doing that against your team. So, but that's definitely a huge plus. It's not saying it's going to be easier. Well, it is going to be easier, but it's not going to be easy because this Pelicans team is elite. They're long, which the Kings aren't. BI is amazing. TJ McCollum had a great game against us last time, and we just got to make sure to we got to go in playing intense, because that's what the Pelicans certainly are going to do, because that's what they always do. They have an aggressive, young, and fast team, and we gotta match their energy coming out the gate, or like overmax it and kind of just shock them. So, but I definitely think we have to get an early lead, and we have to keep it, like I said last game. I said this to my grandpa last game. I said we have to keep it consistent every quarter. We can't just go crazy on offense in the first, second, and third quarter, and then just absolutely run out of gas in the fourth quarter. You got to have a consistent amount. You just have to be consistent every single quarter, every single minute of the game. And I think the Kings did a great job of doing that against the Golden State Warriors. And I think they can continue to do that well against the New Orleans Pelicans. So I'm hopeful for this game. Of course, if we don't win this game, it's not the end of the world because we're down some players, of course. But if we do win this game, we play the Oklahoma City Thunder, which I would be very excited to play because the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're the youngest team in the NBA, and I just think they're I just think they're inexperienced, and they could be beat. They are definitely beatable, which is the exciting part. They have Chet Holmgren, of course, who's been a beast offensively. He's averaged 16, almost 40% from 3, 50% from the field. He's been a dog, of course. They have Shea, who's averaging like 30 or something, I don't know. And he's a 97 overall in 2K somehow. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, the Thunder are a great team, but they're young and inexperienced in the playoffs. So I feel like the Kings could beat them if they get in a series against them, because there's a huge leap, huge from playing the defending champions to an inexperienced young OKC Thunder team. I think there's a huge gap in between there, and I know the Warriors were like at their best last season, and the Thunder are like really good, like record wise, but I feel like in the playoffs it's just different. It really comes to experience, and the Thunder don't have that, and the Kings have. I'm not saying that they have a whole lot with this group that they have, but they definitely have more than the Thunder. So I'm excited for this game against the Pelicans and possibly the series against the Thunder. I'll make sure to keep on uploading videos. Depend on the results after the Pelicans game. I'll make a video. So yeah, that's all for today. Quick little episode recapping that Warriors game and looking forward to the games possibly ahead. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you next time.